Hello, welcome to Basic Infantry Movement Tactics. Today we're going to cover Basic Infantry Movement Tactics. To start off, we're going to go through the super secret spy software that only I have access to, given to me by NASA, on how different movements work. So first, we're going to start off with the different sections. So start off, let's say we've got a just a standard a trail, right? And some trees, right, on the side, and brush and stuff, right? So you guys people are on trails and shit. So this is going to be, right now we're going to cover our line tactics. So we've got our first guy in the group in the stack, and he's going to be our point man. So he's going to have the shoddy, or the or some sort of automatic rifleman, so auto, right? And he is going to be giving a sector of fire of that. Actually, let me change this to red. So his sector of fire is going to be kind of here. So he's going to give a sector of fire. Then, next guy in the stack, we're going to have our point guard, right? So he is going to be 4 feet, right? So that you're going to try and maintain about 4 foot distance. That way, if he steps, if this guy steps on a landmine, you're still somewhat okay-ish. Then, so that's your point guard. This is going to be your. This guy's going to control the whole stack. His job is to control everyone in the stack and make sure everything is running smoothly. He might or might not have a grenade or two. Usually, just a regular rifleman who's able to quickly take up the reins. Then you're gonna have your third guy in the stack. We're gonna just assume a 6-man squad here. This is usually gonna be your squad lead, right? Squad lead or platoon lead or something. Usually you're not gonna want that guy to be up at the front, because if he's up at the front, he's the first guy that gets shot, right? So these guys are gonna have sectors of fire that's kind of looking out, kind of this way and then this way, and you're gonna not really not quite like that, but more like sectors of fire like that and that, right, and that and that, right, or that and that. That way you're getting areas that's covered over here. And then the next 3 guys are going to be support guys. So these guys are here to support, and then your last guy is going to be your rear guard. So this guy, his sector of fire is here. He's going to be, if needed, watching behind. And these guys are going to kind of more off to the side, more of a more complete. And these guys are going to have more of your pack carriers, your pack guys, right? And everybody's going to try and maintain about 4 foot distance. That way you only get the first 3 guys taken out with a grenade. If this taken out with grenades and stuff, you're going to want to keep what we call a combat spread. That way you're not just a super easy guy can be in the bushes. That way you can't just have a enemy in the bushes right here and he just goes and sprays everybody, because you're all within. You want it to be that he can only get 1 or 2 before he gets shot. So, yeah. Okay, so here I'm going to explain. So I'm right there, and everybody's right there, and there's a bush over there. So you can see he kind of runs.
I can't get up to you.
While I cover him. And then I give cover and fire, right?
This is me kind of explain the drawings after the fact because I screwed the audio. So right there, I'm kind of behind a tree and I'm giving cover fire and support and stuff from my buddy. And after a little bit, I'm gonna realize that I'm kind of in a poor position, so I end up kind of moving like across, right?
Dead man walking.
To him because he signals for me to go. So now that he's kind of over there, I kind of show like so he's gonna start giving covering fire for me, waiting for me to start pushing across to him. He kind of pushes a little bit more and gets into a bit better position. He signals for me to come over to him. You can see him signaling right here. I kind of wait a little bit too long because yes, and then he whistles at me. Give another little. Oh guys, we'll hear it. I won't be able to. Just a sec. Right there is kind of the top of the hill, which what we're kind of attacking or assaulting right now. And you can see I'm kind of in a bit of a firefight. My buddy Zach keeps trying to signal to me to head over. Eventually he whistles at me. I quickly sprint over there. Here, you can see just like he gives me a all clear. He's covering, and he's telling me to sprint. So I get ready and I sprint over and I drop a couple of mags and a couple of mags jump out of my mag pouches. So what ends up happening is he gives covering fire while I quickly go and grab him and then come back into cover, and then I'm cut to another scene. You can hear him spraying and praying right there. I had to adjust my mag pouch so that wouldn't happen again, so I kind of got it. So now what's going to happen is I'm going to sprint across to the tree that you see. Yeah, he just pointed at it. So I'm gonna quickly run over there, and he's gonna cover me while that happens. So the guy over there that I'm signaling at is gonna give suppressive fire. He's gonna come block it by the square, but he's gonna give suppressive fire. So I'm gonna quickly run over, and else. So I run over, and then I go into kind of a position where I can get kind of a bit better angle. That branches out of my face. Just the camera. Now I'm kind of covering for my buddy, waiting to see what he'll do. I'm kind of waiting for him to get the all clear and start pushing up. You can see him still right there. And in a sec, what'll happen is I'll push forward. He signals for me to push forward to the next tree. Still not very good cover. So right now I'm kind of giving a bit of I'm covering. So the red lines mean I'm either suppressing or I'm covering. I thought he was drawing. I misremembered that he was going to push up, but I was wrong. What's actually going to happen is I'm going to push up, then I'm going to cover his advanced. All of those objectives. The like brown markers where the trees are, so the browns are trees. They're not quite. The space is not like really equal, but that doesn't really matter. So what's actually going to happen is I figured out I was stupid and I ended up pushing first, but buddy Zach over there is starting to kind of talk to him about what they're going to do, so he's going to signal for me to push forward and give them covering fire while they kind of start pushing forward on their own. So he's telling me right there to go forward, and then I go. She can see whistle to get my attention. He tells me what to do with hand signals. That way he's not telling our battle plan. So he is giving covering fire, while I kind of do quick sweep, and then I run forward up to the next tree. Here I'm not really sprinting. I'm doing more of a quick tactical movement. Then I check something. And then I'm waiting for my buddy to start pushing forward. You see him, at the same time he kind of pushed forward. So I'm giving